Do you love old cars and trucks? Join us on Bring 'em Back to Life, where we search the salvage yards and backyards of America to find that gold mine of a parts car or that restorable gem in the rough. Come with us down memory lane as we elevate the status of our salvage yards to outdoor museums of automotive history.
I take more pictures.
Put the camera down. How can I get a
Got
good
the car?
picture?
There, I got it.
Good afternoon. This is Mike. I'm Magic Mike, and we're here at Little Valley Auto Ranch in Belton, Texas. We're going to be taking a tour of the yard here, and I'm going to show Dennis Salvage around and show him some of the cars we have, some of the projects we're working on, some of the unique stuff we have.
Thank you, Mike. 57 Chevy right here, convertible.
57 Chevy convertible. This is a barn find. Season for this second.
There we go. When you got the phone call, you were just telling me about this 57 convertible that was a garage find, a barn find.
Barn find.
And I have seen this on Joe Savage Barkley's Facebook page when he found it.
Yeah, when we took pulling it out of the barn, and it was full of course, all the debris you would expect from the barn.
Yep.
As you can see, this is no great surprise with the Swiss cheese floors, but it is convertible, correct numbers and stuff. The frame is incorrect, however, but it is convertible.
The VIN should be right in there, but I can't see it.
Should be.
I think it's covered with that
tape,
the sticker there for maintenance.
Might be. And I see the holes here where it probably was at one time. Yeah.
And you know, sometimes they actually did fall off.
Yeah.
So, and this was a V8 Power Glide car.
I've done, the body build tag, like I said, the code's correctly for convertible and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's not something somebody's made or anything like that. Now, I can say they probably swapped the frame. It's a California frame, but it's...
yeah, because no convertibles had California frames.
Yeah, they weren't built in California, were they? This one here, you can see it's got no seam on top of the frame. So
that's right.
That's the old California frame.
That's what I was just telling Tim, that there were two different style frames, but when they assembled them in GM, they did not put any seamless frames in the convertible bodies.
Right.
And you can tell that truss member right there, that's an aftermarket weld.
Right.
So, yeah, somebody saved this car from a wreck or something at one time, and
I think they use it as a parts car, and then just kind of threw it back together.
Yeah, but it's still a convertible.
But it's been floating around for a long time.
It sure was.
In this state. Somebody needs to take and fix it.
Well, it'll be on Bring 'em Back to Life if somebody wants to tackle a convertible that's skeleton, basically.
Yeah. Now, this convertible in this shape, my brother's asking $12,500 for it.
12.5 in this shape.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just the way it is.
And that's
it
June.
does have some rust holes in the frame. I'll be honest up front about it.
It could be.
You're looking at swapping the frame and finding all the parts, but a 57 Chevy is everything in the world's made for them. So
that's right.
You can get what you need.
All right, thank you. 57 Chevy 210 wagon.
Handyman wagon, $3,500 for that one.
3,500. Does that happen to be a 9-passenger?
No.
A lot of those 210s were 9 passengers, family cars.
This is Elvira. She's a 2-owner original.
A 2-owner original.
I'm 3rd owner. It's from Round Rock, Texas.
From Texas, yep.
And then original owner bought it for his wife, Elvira.
Elvira, yeah.
I tell everybody the car's name is Elvira because she would drive around Georgetown and they would point and say, hey, there goes Elvira. So having that song to go with it, my heart's on fire for Elvira.
Yep.
That kind of goes with the car.
And this is pretty much an original, right?
Yes. Still has original generator, still has original just manual brakes. It's just a standard heater, oil bath air cleaner. It's a 283 with a 2-speed power glide.
Sweet.
And one of the things I really like about these old cars, especially this one, is what I call these self-shutting doors. They just
Yeah. And there's the for sale sign on Elvira right there.
Yeah, she's not going cheap though. She's a good old girl.
It is, absolutely.
Yeah. You have to look long and hard to find a better car.
So like I said when we started, it's June 20th in 2020, and that car is right now 22.5.
Yeah.
But that could be...
It books at 24 in this shape, and then the last time I looked, which was like a 2012 listing, you know. So it's been around a while.
That even sounds nice.
Yeah, I have a solid sound to me when I shut the hood.
Now I happen to hear Magic Mike say that this was a made 57 Chevy convertible.
This is a made convertible. That's the same car as Elvira there, 2-door sedan, roof cut off.
Roof cut off.
We got the sedan interior. Okay, I put a board up here and wrapped it. Our intention was to rent this for weddings.
Right.
And we rented it for one, but never took off.
They didn't tow. Okay.
It does run. It's an aftermarket 350. It's got disc brakes on it. I'm pretty good at putting disc brakes on these old cars. There's no counterbalance springs on the hoods.
Okay, not yet. Oh, power brakes, dual master, alternator, so she's upgraded a bit.
Yeah, got the power brakes and stuff.
Right.
It runs. He's asking $14,500 for it, just for someone to play around with. Oh yeah, watch out for the yellow jackets. They're denizens of the wrecking yard. Here you want to take a close-up of them. You gotta watch out for them fellows up there.
Now, is this a project you're building for someone or to sell?
This here is a parts car. Okay, so it looks pretty good for a parts car. But if you look at the frame here on the front, you will see it fell off its trailer. And it went off and hit a pole and tree, and bent the front horns totally asunder.
Yeah, too bad. It's a convertible too.
But it's good for us because we're building a '66 Chevy SS 396 4-speed convertible.
Yes.
So this top is going to go on that, and that back seat's going to go on that.
Okay.
It's going to help give life to a '66 Chevy SS.
Which is
396 4-speed convertible.
That's right, which I've also seen on Facebook.
Right.
It's just
over at our favorite body shop right at the moment.
Okay.
Kenneth Fulton, we call him the Magic Man with the metal.
Okay.
He can do anything. Matter of fact, he did the conversion on Dan's custom Nomad down front.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's pretty unique. Did my brother post any pictures online about
some of them, and he said I could get the story.
The original car. He cut the cowl, clipped the cowl. Okay. We had a 55 Bel Air 4-door sedan. We clipped the cowl in the same place, top and bottom, and put it back on, matched the seams on the front. And this is roughed out. They had to put the panel in for the 57 trim. We carried the 57 trim all down the side. The moldings on the fender are actually about 4 inches shorter. Had to shorten those. This is the first paint job he did on it. He had it black with flames, and for a while it was that way. And this is Mike Carruthers over at Recommend Paint and Body, doing the flames and stuff. He's a good painter in this area. This is where you can see where they matched it up to the seam. Mike has painted the deal, but you can still see the original turquoise from the original car as we're putting it together.
So he matched the 55 Chevy 4-door sedan cowl and toe pan to the Nomad floor pan.
Correct.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. Now, if you know a Nomad, it has a sedan inside skin on the door. It has a hardtop roof line.
Yep.
Okay. 55 is taller on the cowl. So after he put it exactly back together where he cut each one in the same place.
Right.
We were able to put a 55 Chevy hardtop glass back in instead of a 57 Chevy hardtop.
That's right, because they were the same height but a different curve. On the 5 to 7.
Actually, it's about an inch taller on the 57, I think, because the cowl's lower.
That's right, yeah.
So anyway, the 55 hardtop glass went in. It was done right, so it worked.
Okay, now we're going to go look at the finished product out in the field.
Correct.
So here's the Nomad that I saw the story on Facebook, and I saw a picture of it on a trailer when it was about a foot short in the back and the front because it was sandwiched in a bad crash.
Well, like I say, in those pictures I showed you where we joined the cowl to the body at the seams and everything, you can see that everything went back in, the original interior. Now, you did pick up this as a 55 Nomad interior.
Yeah.
Okay, if you know, 55 had the waffle.
The waffle, yep.
Had the stainless scuff boards on it. So he purchased that at the swap meet and put all that in. He managed to buy 99% of the interior. We had to make one small panel for the back. The seats of the original 57, they were the turquoise. You can see that where the red dye is kind of rubbed off, you know,
right.
over the years of driving around and stuff. But we taped that all off. Didn't do anything to the inserts. You still see the black, turquoise.
Oh, right. Right, yeah, because it was the turquoise wagon, yep, when it was on the trailer.
It's too much wind.
A buddy of my brother's made that arm that mounts the tack there above the dash. He said he had that in his drawer for 30 years. Finally used it. And it's got the Wonder Bar radio. That was in the original 55 four-door sedan.
Wow.
It was in there.
Uh-huh.
So we left it in there. It's the original Wonder Bar radio for that year. And if you know 55, 6, and 7, that squeak and clunk is pretty characteristic of the doors opening and closing on these whole things.
That's right.
Fancy up front, it's just it's got a bug catcher, but other than that, it's just a regular 350 camel hook heads, disc brake conversion and stuff like that. Nothing fancy. He drives it everywhere.
Sure is a nice looking conversion from what happened to a 57 Nomad.
And remember I told you about the roll pan?
The roll pan, right.
Okay. That roll pan's actually off another car. And we didn't paint or anything. We just put it on. And it matched because the painter that did the paint job on the other car did the paint job on this one. And his paint scheme pretty much, matched.
All right, now I think we'll walk up and then walk back down through the middle. You can tell me about the DeSoto.
This here's my nephew's car right here.
Your nephew's?
Yeah. We bought the actual car the day he was born.
Oh.
The actual body we bought the day he was born.
Uh-huh.
And we said, well, we'll make this for his first car. And 2 months before his 16th birthday, we started on it. We got in a 4-door sedan that had a rebuilt frame. So we put that frame under it. We got a wrecked 68 Camaro in that had 283 with pop-up pistons and all that stuff. Put that in it with a turbo 350 because we figured, well, he's just learning how to drive. No standard just yet. But now it's a roller rocker 350 now with Muncie 4-speed. Like I say, we're Chevy guys, so our favorite motor is one with the camel hump heads. Put the disc brake kit conversions on and go on down the road.
Right.
There's a lot of people that make them show cars, but I tell everybody I do driver quality work, not show quality work.
And you drive them.
Yeah.
Right. Some of you have been sending me notes at my Bring 'em Back to Life channel and asking what happened to the 56 convertible. Well, John needed his bay to do other jobs because he doesn't charge me when we're working on one of my 56 Chevys because I let him drive the ones I'm not using and he considers that fair trade. So when he needed his extra bay, he brought the convertible back to my property and I put it in my storage barn. There it sits because I didn't have my own garage. Well, since December 2019, I've been building my own garage and I now have it. So here's the convertible in storage and I just got a lot of nice new parts for it. Hello. Well, if that pallet's big enough, it's going to go in the back of my Suburban. I need to see how big it is.
Yeah, it's big.
If not, I got to take it apart.
Okay.
Let's put it where it's knotted your way, because I got to take it apart. Oh, all the stuff looks good, so...
Yes. There's no forks in it, no dents on the box, nothing.
Yeah, it looks good. That's what they just told me to make sure.
Yeah.
If seal is broken, check contents before accepting. The seal goes all the way around. The box is in nice shape. So I guess I'll just start taking it apart. '56 Chevy convertible panels, a whole bunch. A trunk, a floor pan. I got work to do. Bring them back to life is back on the convertible project. Well, some of you have been asking what happened to the '56 Chevy convertible. Well, John needed to use the bay that it was in his private garage, so I brought it home until I could save some pennies and buy some more parts. Well, right there is the brand new trunk pan with the spare tire well for a '56 Chevy convertible from Golden Star through McIntyre Classic Chevy in Kansas. And the brand new trunk floor pan with the spare tire well even has the gas tank straps right attached to it. So there's the new floor. And if you were watching the early episodes, you saw we put in a half floor on the passenger side of the car. Well, here is the brand new half floor for the driver's side of a '56 Chevy convertible. So those were delivered today from McIntyre Classic Chevy out of Kansas through his distributor Golden Star in Texas. I'm unloading the package now.
55 DeSoto Sportsman. Somebody redid the interior way back. I'm sure it was done 20, 30 years ago on that interior. But it has a fire dome Hemi in it, which is I've had one customer tell me it should be a 352. I'm not up in these cars, so I don't know exactly what should be in it. Oh, there it is. There you go, original Hemi. 2-barrel carburetor. You'd think they'd have something bigger and something like that.
I know.
Pull more air. Now back in the day in '55, they run the power steering pumps off the back of the generators. I always thought that was kind of unique.
Right, yeah, Chevrolet did that, yep.
Chrysler too.
It's only a 6-volt system, huh?
Should be, yeah.
Yeah. They hadn't caught up
Probably
to...
the last year.
55 Ford and Chrysler hadn't caught up with Chevy yet to 12 volt.
I have reached down and turned the crank a little bit, so I know the motor's free up.
Oh, it's free, okay.
Yeah. Car's starting. I'm trying that. I've got an original oil bath air cleaner sitting up there.
It's a pretty solid car, huh?
It's in good shape for tow.
Yeah.
No, I mean, you think a lot more rust and stuff like that.
Yeah, sure is. Jack, tire, everything. Nice car. Nice project for someone to give some love to, you know? I saw this one come in on the trailer about a month ago. And Joe got a call from a guy that said, my grandpa used to drive one just like that all over Texas, and he worked for a concrete block guy. And he goes, yeah, this was his truck.
Oh, really? I hadn't heard that story from my brother yet. This one here, I redid the floor on it. This side here was totally gone. I cut a section out of a 57.
It was flooring service. Yep.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a receipt in the glove box. There was one in there for where they worked on some floors and stuff.
Uh-huh. So that's a column shift.
Yeah, most of them 3-speed.
Three-speed. But it had a mount. It had a mount for a 4-speed on there.
That's just a cover I found.
Oh, okay.
You know, yeah, it'd been a 4-speed. You know, maybe back then there might have been a 4-speed and something, but it wasn't this one.
Right, right.
But, they had, oops, somebody left the door. They had linoleum kind of stuck down on the original floor.
Okay.
So we took some time to chisel all that off.
Oh yeah.
Put some truck bed cover down.
That's step flooring. That's in nice shape.
Yeah, that's all original wood.
Yeah. It's got the same stuff in it as a pickup did. Same pickup floor. Really nice. A nice little around town hot rod for sure. Yeah.
You want a commercial?
Yeah, commercial. When I get in the commercial.
So, if you really liked any Salvage Says, caution, keep 6 feet back, don't forget to order it on our website, den-56.com.
Studebaker.
1925 Studebaker. Now, would this be a touring car?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Had little vinyl drop down side coverings that drop down on the side.
Right. Side curtains, yep. That's amazing. Our original paint is still that pretty.
I like these here. I don't know if they've been added, but I like those. It's kind of cute.
Yeah, they sure are.
Got some blue dots on them.
I know it.
That's got an old 215 Pontiac straight 6 in it out of a later model car. So
Oh, okay.
I think they were just trying to get it going,
Uh-huh.
get it where they could drive it. But I'm sure that wasn't the original motor. Come from Green, Iowa, in '86 looks like. Okay.
Wow.
It's pretty cool, these glass things.
I know it.
Liberty Lens. Glass company.
Yeah, and they look like they're in perfect condition too. Liberty lens. Yeah.
Close up the studio.
Right.
One of our local guys has been doing doors like that, you know, kind of a memorabilia thing that do
Oh.
little automobilia.
Uh-huh.
My brother's
So-
driver's over there, the 55 Bel Air sedan. Huh?
So who drives this one, Mike?
This is my brother's car. He likes the old retro look with you know, full moon disc and that sea gas, you know, nostalgia, quarter mile drag stuff.
Right.
It's a small block Chevy Muncie 4-speed. I guess that's his favorite combination. So
Yep.
in most of his cars. I've done most of the work on the suspension and putting the motor and stuff in it. It's got the aftermarket side mounts. Stuff you can buy ready made. Nothing special about the motor other than it was just a fresh motor that we got in.
Uh-huh.
So we put it in as a fresh motor, you know, with the 350. Like I said, all the suspensions rebuilt, all the, you know, I did the disc brake conversion and relocated the battery to the trunk.
Ah, right, right. Yep.
Put the side mounts and rubber, you know, aftermarket cross member and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Just used his Uga horn. He likes his Uga horn.
Well, yeah, if that's what you like. I mean, if you're going to drive them, drive what you like.
Right?